Hello, knife addict. Are you feeling down in the dumps, money tight, but you still have the addiction to steal? I know how it is. Perhaps I can help. Welcome to the Nutnfancy tabletop review of two absolutely awesome Kershaw high value fixed blade knives. First up, should I do the whip sound or not? Yeah. The Bear Hunter. Model 1029, plain edged Bear Hunter. Great blade. Its little brother, the Antelope Hunter, model 1028. It's going to be a 2-for-1 special tonight, reviewing these excellent, super high value blades. POUs. I would say first and foremost, probably what they're designed for. Hunting knives, designed to skin game. They have the classic drop point blade design, which I think in that philosophy of use is excellent. Yes, I've skinned out a deer. I've skinned out a bear before. It's been many years ago. Not really a big hunter right now, but I think if you are, these merit your consideration. And what makes me kind of laugh a little bit is I think they're going to give you amazing utility compared to the very expensive hunting knives. Just like anything, here comes a little bit of philosophy, guys. Just like anything, there is a market out there for knives. That market has, how shall I say, a battleground. That battleground is in your mind. In other words, what can we convince the market, i.e. the consumer, that he needs when it comes to a hunting blade? Maybe we should come out with a lot of advertisements, a lot of hype saying, hey, if you really want a knife that serves you well, you're going to have to spend upwards of $100 in that application of hunting blade. Well, I don't think that's the case at all. I think the Antelope Hunter, the Bear Hunter will give near, I wouldn't say exact, but near performance levels for some really much more expensive blades in that philosophy of use. Yep. You know, Knives of Alaska, great knives. I hear great feedback from Knives of Alaska as hunting blades, outdoor blades. They have a huge fan club. They are very expensive though. You know, when I tell you the price on this, I want you to ask yourself, is it that percentage better than these two knives? I don't know. Just throwing that out. Another philosophy of use. Maybe soldier knife. I say a big maybe because the sheaths are very traditional. They'll have to have some type of creative application to LBE to be useful in that role. That's also a tactical blade. Okay? Let me talk about tactical blade, defensive blade. I want something with a traction plan. Look at the finger grooves, the handle. They call it a co-polymer handle from Kershaw. Deep, and it really envelops the hand. I like it. Huh, jimping top side. That's a traction plan. So yeah, could it function like that? Absolutely. You know, is that the best blade shape? That's debatable. I don't know. I always like drop points. When they're really broad, i.e. wide in this dimension, you know, is that the absolute best defensive blade? I don't know. Maybe not. Tip can penetrate well. Antelope Hunter is going to be the smaller knife of the two. I think this would be a great throw-in gift. I've been saying this a lot in my fixed blade reviews. For soldiers, you just throw this in for the cost you're going to pay. It's like nothing. Throw that in and say, hey, here's a good utility knife. The only downside is that it's satin finished. Okay, so a little bit bright. Might have to spray paint it, Duracoat it, whatever. Bead blast it. Yeah, that's more expense, more time. You'll have to figure that out. Food preparation knife, camp blade, absolutely. Both of them. This would be my preference, a smaller one. In that philosophy of use, camp blade. In other words, something that I'm using around the campsite. Maybe even backpacking with. I don't say that about many fixed blade knives. I'm talking about the Antelope Hunter model, what is it, 1028 right now. Good backpacking blade because it is so light. Quality. Excellent for what you're paying. Excellent. These are user knives. They're not, I don't know, second type of cool knives, in my opinion. They don't have unusual or really fancy handle materials. They're very affordable handle materials, injected molded handles. That's why the price point's so low. A high value steel option. We'll talk about that in a sec. So I think the quality for what you're getting is excellent. Look at this finish on the blade, and both of them come very sharp out of box. Good job, Kershaw. Weight, balance, and feel. This is all good. The Antelope Hunter, that's a small guy right there. Where'd it go? Has this sheath right here. Hate it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like pouch sheaths usually. It's a very traditional sheath. I'm more of a tactical guy. You guys know that. I think tactical actually might not be the word for it. I'm more of a practical guy. I had to come off camera to put that back in because it doesn't insert easily. The snap is easy to miss sometimes. Doesn't extract readily. Like that. That's a downside. But keep in mind the price point, the value level we're talking about with these two knives. Okay, so make your criticism soft. I sure am as a reviewer. I'm not going to say, well, this sheath sucks. It should have a Kydex sheath. Or, I would like Kydex, but you're talking price points here. Kershaw's fighting a price point here. They want to get this knife in the hands of the mass market. And I think they're doing a very good job with it. I think this knife is even available, that one I think, in mass merchandisers like Walmart, I think. The leather sheath is, I guess, I'll jump down the talking point, is not great. Stitching is excellent. I mean, the quality level, it's just traditional. Loop over, there's no way to quick attach it. There's no drainage hole. If it gets wet, it stays wet. Here comes a sheath for the Bear Hunter. Very traditional, snap tie. Looks just like the one I did in my review of the SOG Northwest Ranger, right? Same style. Not super fast to insert, you know. But it's fine. I mean, the quality level is still very high. Amazing, actually, for the price point on this knife. Excellent. But they're not plastic. All the stuff that I've said about plastic sheaths, I'd really like it with that. Even if I had to pay more, I would like it. I wonder what the traditional hunting market wants in knives. I wonder if they even care. They'll never watch this video because a lot of those guys aren't knife guys. They're hunting guys. To them, this is just a tool. It's just like their gun, their binoculars, their rangefinder, maybe their spotting scope. I just need a knife that works. They don't get into it. They don't get off on blades. I wonder what they like. I wonder if they look at this sheath and go, yeah, that rocks. I love it. I wonder. Don't know. Weight is 8.2 ounces with this sheath. With the Bear Hunter, if I didn't say that, the knife by itself, 5.2 ounces. So 8.2, 5.2. Hope I said that right. Antelope Hunter is 5.4. Total carry weight 3.6 ounces. Getting back to a backpacking blade, doable. Blade design. Said it at the opening. Classic drop point. Adequately strong tip. Great jimping on the top for control of the cut. If you talk about the POU of hunting blade, you're caping, you're doing some skinning, that is a nice feature to have. Forget tactical. Just for a moment, if you will. Blade steel is being changed over in rolling fashion by Kershaw. This particular 1028 is rocking AUS 8A steel. Okay, and then they're changing it over to, I think, 8CR13 MOV, which the 1029 is showing. Very similar steels, both again razor sharp out of box, well done. My preference, of course, well, I shouldn't say of course, I really like 8CR13 MOV. Don't you guys? I mean, it's a good steel. It has a little bit of rust issues if you don't take care of it. But man, does it take an edge? It does. It's a good steel. If I had a choice between that and AUS 8, I'd probably take AUS 8. You know, push comes to shove. Full flat grind. Do I need to say it again, how much I love that? FFG, love it. Great job on that. Classic blade. Just a wonderful knife. I think this would just skin like the dickens. I'm not going to go test that personally. I'm just not. I'd have to go kill something. I'm just not doing that. Guys in the comments, TMPers who subscribe to the Nutnfancy Project, feel free to weigh in. If you have an Antelope Hunter, if you have a Bear Hunter 2, weigh in and tell us how you liked it skinning. Good, bad, or ugly. You know, we're about honesty here. You tell us. We welcome your comments. Watch out for Verolinus though. Dude, she is not digging the hunters. Not so much. Okay, handle guard. The guard is what you see right there. Kind of a deep finger groove choil area. Nothing topside, but you do have that jimping. Oh, here's a big plus on this guard. I'm so glad I remember this. This co-polymer is not rubber. Kind of like we saw in the Gerber profile, those cheesy rubber slabs they had on that handle that I peeled off and had a custom wrap job done by Chopper. These right here are, well, ejection molded. You can't take them off, but it doesn't grab clothing. What a plus that is. And yet it's comfortable in the hand, absorbs shock. I think it's a really good handle material. They have it on their fishing knives too. Kershaw does. I really like their choice of polymer here. Talked about the sheaths already. Competitive options. Maybe the cold steel roach belly, the cold steel fin bear would be a good choice. I have a fin bear or fin wolf running around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Just talked about that. Great knife. Same price. That's a fin wolf. I'm sorry, not a fin bear. All the fin series from Cold Steel are excellent. They really are. Lightweight, backpackable. This one would be a good fishing knife as well. We're talking stainless steel, very, very high value. Soldier slash camping slash hunting knives, basically. There's a few out there, but I think you're going to be hard pressed to beat this formula that they have. Two kinds of cool. Probably not a lot of second type of cool. That is I'm talking about that it really turns you on. It's a user knife, you know. Although I will say, as a fondling blade, you just have a blade addiction, it could probably do it for you. Still a fun knife. Sheaths suck for practical use. Okay, so I would say mostly first type of cool, and I'm talking about, you know, usefulness and roll, and that is the ability to do its job well. I think both of these knives, the Antelope Hunter, the Bear Hunter, amazing. And now we get into really amazing, and that is the price. Let me kind of lower the camera for more dramatics. Oh yeah. Price on the Antelope Hunter. You should expect to pay, if you've done your homework, $15? $19 on this one right here. Look in the upper right, that's my recommended place, or places, I might give you more than one, to go get the blades. Score! For the type of steel, I mean, if you can find an AUS 8 A1, like this one, if they're still out there, for $15, dudes, even if you pay $20, great value. So that, in my opinion, kind of generates its own kind of cool, doesn't it? Yeah, value. Kershaw Antelope Hunter, lightweight, compact, great camp blade, great utility knife all the way around. Even if, and I forgot to mention this, even if you just like a fixed blade knife on your belt, unobtrusive. It's lightweight, compact, you know, easy to carry. By the way, that's a 3 5/8 inch blade. That is a 4 1/2 inch blade on that one. Ideal. Bear Hunter, if you want to step up, that wide, full flat ground, classically designed drop point, will shear cut with the best of them. Sharpen easily, adequately rust resistant, outstanding jimping on both knives. That is such a big plus. Well designed, comfortable handles. By the way, how about reverse grip? Yep. Don't have a lanyard hole. Bummer. Drill your own if you want one. I would never put a lanyard on here myself. Great knives. That's Antelope and the Bear by Kershaw. Another awesome blades from them. That is the Nutnfancy review. See ya!